Reprisal is a God Mode style strategy game based on Populous, made by Last 17, albeit that strategy doesn't really come into it all that much. Throughout the somewhat grueling 30-mission campaign, your main objectives are to tame the landscape you spawn in, and to wreak havoc in your opponent's territory, with the use of powers you acquire when you reclaim the totems that were once apparently stolen from you, hence the name Reprisal. The first thing in this game to appeal to me after the relatively original concept was the soundtrack. Reprisal boasts a number of endearing chiptunes created by Eric Skiff, the track in this review being an example of his work. It also possesses neat touches such as randomly generated skirmish mode matches and a post-game screen where you can relive your wanton devastation of a once appealing environment. The appearance of the game, predominantly the evolving house structures and the totem powers, which vary in potency and effect, is something I was initially attracted to, until I realised that the objective of every mission was to destroy that aesthetic and create a bland, uniform landscape for maximum efficiency. There is just one resource, mana, that generates over time, speeding up as your population grows. There is very limited control over said population, besides switching between build mode and attack mode, and the AI is surprisingly bad at a game that requires virtually no skill and only one repeated strategy for every scenario. These factors combine to make Reprisal a boring ordeal that essentially plays itself for the most part. This is almost as infuriating as the tiny FOV, which is awkward to navigate and impossible to enlarge. The in-game screen resolution is similarly baffling, and like the AI in the FOV, there are no options to change it. In spite of its superficial charms, Reprisal is a game which holds very little interest for me, due to the restrictions the gameplay places on the player. It has some interesting concepts, but there is no real challenge or variety in the game, and having invested hours beyond count into completing the entire campaign, I should know. I can't recommend that this game be greenlit, but I'll provide the link to the Steam page in case you're inclined to disagree.